Thank you for joining us once again. Nigeria has actually not have the kind of peace that would allow us to start talking of 2027 again, like we started it just immediately after the May 29, 2023. Rather than the government to focus on governance, they spent most of the time, even till now, or until say about 1 month ago, when Donald Trump tweeted about coming into Nigeria, guns are blazing. It has all been politics. People moving from PDP into APC, people moving from one party to the other. When there is blood in the land, our villages were being controlled, are also still being controlled by bandits. Our highways being controlled by bandits. 20 local governments in Katsina State being controlled by bandits, and our farmers can't go to farm. Our school children can't even go to school now. How many unity schools? We have over 44. We officially closed just less than 2 weeks ago. It's not a time for politics. President Obasanjo made a statement, a few days ago, captured by AIT, that we should call for foreign help if we can't do these things ourselves. And before you know it, Sunday Dare, the advisor to the president on media and communication, took a swipe on the president for talking about foreign help. And again, our NS Rebado went to talk to the parents of St. Mary's Catholic Church primary school that were kidnapped. He was assuring them that you are not in this alone. There are foreign helps. America is there, US is there, France is there, and many others. What a conflicting story. Welcome, guys, to the studio. Sorry for taking all your time.
Very good morning to you.
Mr. Fimo, very good morning to you. A conflicting response before we get into the nitty-gritty. Obasanjo called for foreign help if we can't do it, conditionally, if we can't do it. And the presidency took a swipe on him. But the next day, the presidency again are giving the people assurance based on foreign help. When will this government learn to put politics aside? Blood is flowing in Nigeria. We can't pretend about it. Let me start from you, Philip.
Thank you very much. 2 days ago or thereabout, we discussed the issue of Sunday Dare taking a swipe on President Olusegun Obasanjo. And I did say that it's unlike Africa, that a younger person should speak in that respect to an elderly statesman. And I did say that it's only in the APC government that instead of them to take seriously genuine advice, all they do is to respond negatively to everything politically, instead of them to say, okay, this advice, let's look at it. How can it help us? Here we are. It was 2 things. Donald Trump tweeted that if the Nigerian government, if they will come and do the job themselves.
Yes.
Obasanjo said, if our government can't do it, if they should seek for foreign help. And here we are. The National Security Advisor is telling us that American, France, UK, and other European countries, they are already on their way to help us. And the same people who said Obasanjo was the one who started the problem and he refused to solve it. Therefore, Nigeria is capable of solving their problem. They are not going to seek for help from anywhere. So, who is speaking for the president? Is it Dare or Ribadu? You see, this government is one of the government who should not take serious at all because of their utterances. Everything they know how to do is politics. Like you've always said that the man he has spent too much time in playing politics. So he doesn't know anything outside policy. So governance is not one of the things he has learned over the year. The only thing he has learned is politics. That is why even in governance is playing politics as if it's in the opposition. The government behave as if they are in the opposition. Because it's only the opposition that will see what is wrong and point it out or attack. This is this government that when you give them genuine advice, like the one Olusegun Obasanjo gave to them, they attacked him. They still turn around to go back to the same advice to say that in fact they even went, they are not saying they are seeking, they said the help is already on its way. Now he went to to Papari and said that look, the children where they are safe there and they will come. You see, this government is a funny government. These people they kidnap our children. You are saying that you are saying that you are in talk with the terrorists, with the kidnappers, and you know that the children are safe somewhere, if you know where they are safe, why are you keeping the parents, in suspense? Why can't you just go and bring the children and give to their parents as a government?
Maybe the Terrorism hasn't allowed them yet. They need to permit.
You see, a government that negotiates with criminals.
They are processing the permits,
yes,
to collect the children.
Oh, and they're talking about.
Let me come to you, Philemon, on something. Badari Abubakar, the Minister for Defense, has just resigned. Yesterday, nobody was expecting it, or many people were expecting it. Let's not go into the racket whether it's a sack or not a sack or resignation. What we saw was resignation. But do you think this is kind of part of cleansing the house to enable America cooperate with us in the way it will be acceptable to our government, rather than have America or any foreign nation come and turn here to a battleground? Do you think it's part of house cleaning?
Well, I don't know what kind of house cleaner and what broom they are using. Because from what I know, internal capacity is very critical in security issues.
Yeah.
Even when you have a foreign body that has a lot of firepower, when they come and they don't get enough capacity or ground, they will not be able to do anything.
Yeah.
You know why? Because these terrorists are not fighting regular war. They are like a ragtag army. And the people you are bringing, for instance, are people who fight regular war, soldiers. So if you look at the history around Afghanistan, America was there. They had a base there. They were there for how many years? 20 years. What did they achieve? Nothing. After the Iraq war, America was there. What did they achieve? Nothing. Today, Syria, you have Libya. These are pockets of places where you've had challenges with security. And these challenges are still there as at today. It tells you that when you don't have the local capacity, foreign help will not help you. It will not. Now, if you look at the advanced countries, they help each other.
Yeah.
All right? They exchange intel. That is how they are able to manipulate themselves all over the place. Now, if you share intelligence with somebody here, if for instance we say the terrorists are here, do you want America to fly his own plane with his own soldiers to go to that place? And even if they share intelligence with you, what do you do with that information?
I was to come to, many were mentioned, but especially that of Yewata, or what was the name of this place in Benno? I think Yewata.
Right.
They were very specific. TruthNigeria.com in particular was very specific that intelligence was shared with the Nigerian government well ahead of the attack. They did nothing. We have a video of a local platoon man who also said that the intelligence were shared with the military.
That's right.
And they did nothing.
So that tells you that is a verification of what I'm saying. And don't also forget, we've had several instances in the past where troops were at a certain location and they were withdrawn. Shortly thereafter, there was an attack. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
We have had several. Even in one of the schools.
Yeah, the Kebbi
is there.
Yes.
So you now ask yourself, what's going on?
So he was talking about internal capacity.
Yes.
The Minister of Defense is going, that same yesterday, the retired CDS visited Aso Rock. Could he be coming in? General Musa happened to have a kind of general acceptance from people. I don't know, but still, as CDS, this terrorism was still ongoing, in a way. But he wasn't the chief of army staff, but he was CDS, the overall head. But I've never seen any statement from his mouth that sounds like somebody that sympathizes with terrorists.
Yes.
That I can say. He was the one talking about local capacity, the internal capacity, even possible fabricating our own weapons here to deal with these terrorists. He has never advocated for pampering of terrorists, and he also talked about self-defense in some form. So
Where that there's a video, a man who had nothing to do with security is the Minister or Chief of Defense.